In a video released by YouTuber DogPack404 titled MrBeast's Secret CEO, serious and troubling allegations have emerged against the YouTube star Jimmy Donaldson, more widely known as MrBeast, and his team. DogPack404, who has been critical of MrBeast in previous videos, introduced new claims from an alleged former female employee of MrBeast, detailing what she described as a toxic and hostile work environment within the company. The video reveals that this former employee, whose identity remains anonymous, provided a private message to DogPack404, where she recounts her unsettling experiences while working under MrBeast. She starts by stating that on her very first day at work, she was explicitly warned to avoid being alone with specific individuals in positions of power within the organization. This warning set the tone for her subsequent experiences, which she describes as rife with inappropriate behavior and conversations. The former employee claims that at least once a week, she was subjected to inappropriate and offensive questions from male colleagues. In one instance, a male coworker asked her what she would do if MrBeast, Jimmy Donaldson himself, were to sexually assault or harass her. On another occasion, the same coworker made a disturbing remark about the perceived unfairness of women being able to decide after the fact that a past sexual encounter was non-consensual. These examples highlight a broader pattern of misogynistic and harmful attitudes that she alleges were prevalent among the men she worked with. The accusations continue with claims that many of the men on MrBeast's team regularly made jokes about rape, sexual assault, and pedophilia. These jokes were not isolated incidents, but were described as a daily occurrence. The former employee also alleges that these same men would often scream, hit walls, and exhibit other aggressive behaviors when upset. Furthermore, she reports that as soon as any woman left the room, the men would openly discuss how they would her, with comments being made about the bodies of female contestants in MrBeast's videos on numerous occasions. Despite this behavior, she notes that no one openly spoke out against it, as the fear of losing their job loomed large among employees. Adding to the troubling nature of these allegations, the former employee points out significant issues with the company's human resources department. She claims that MrBeast's mother runs the HR department, which creates a clear conflict of interest and undermines any possibility of addressing grievances or complaints effectively. According to her, employees who raised concerns were often paid off to leave quietly, rather than having their issues properly investigated or resolved. She also highlighted the absence of an official employee handbook, which would typically provide guidelines and policies to protect employees and establish a standard of conduct. Instead, employees were reportedly told to ask management if something was against the rules, a vague and unprofessional approach that left them vulnerable. In the closing moments of his video, DogPack404 claims to possess even more information related to MrBeast and his operations, which he is holding back until he receives permission from the individuals involved. He also mentioned that he is reserving some of this information for when MrBeast publicly responds to these allegations. This revelation hints at the possibility of even more damaging information yet to come, potentially further complicating the situation for MrBeast and his team. The allegations brought forward in DogPack404's video paint a disturbing picture of the work culture within MrBeast's company, raising serious questions about the behavior of those in positions of power and the overall management of the organization. These claims, if true, suggest a deep-seated issue that goes beyond mere inappropriate jokes, pointing to a pervasive environment of misogyny, harassment, and fear. As the story continues to unfold, the public and MrBeast's vast audience will be watching closely to see how these allegations are addressed and what steps are taken in response.